How you guys doing? I'm making a little X post here. For my first official live stream on X platform. I did a test stream yesterday, but this is kind of the first official one. Promoted only. I don't know what that means. We'll find out if this is the right thing to do. Yesterday I did a test stream. How you doing, Science? I did the test stream, so now I'm triple streaming, which I think is pretty cool. By the way, I was doing this and I forgot to get my Diet Coke, and that's a serious issue. You're gonna have to give me a minute. Just relax. Watch this while I am watching this beautiful loop of flying around. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. Oh, hold on. Yeah, that gets tiresome after a while. Empty glass. Oh, yeah. Oh. Shh. You get the sound effects this time. Oh, isn't that luscious? Don't you wish you were me right now? About to just dive into that creamy oh. My life has changed. Oh, it's fine. All right, welcome to the stream. What's it going to be like? Yes, okay, triple streaming. I'll try it for a few times. I have a feeling nobody's going to come to the Twitter stream, but you don't know unless you go. So yeah, Twitch, YouTube, and oh my God, Zach has a freaking golden hype train. Just give me 1 second here. Just take 1 second to. If I cheer 100 bits, I'll get the golden cap for another 24 hours, and I don't have it right now. Can I cheer? I cheered. All right, there we go. You never know. Oh, you never. What? I don't know what you know. Okay, Diet Coke. Right. So the third thing. Right. So and I'm monitoring to my YouTube live, and then I'm in my producer. It shows first official live stream, but yeah, okay. There's an URL, a URL that I can click on that shows that actual stream. Oh, there we go, and it's loud too. Okay, yeah. All right, so I could technically monitor my YouTube stream there and my Twitter stream here. I'm not going to monitor my Twitter stream, but we'll find out later if anybody watched it. I actually did. It's like I have like 3 hours. I mean, I did a 3-hour stream yesterday. Today will not be that long a stream. But let's quickly discuss how everyone's doing. Now that I have my Diet Coke, I'm doing good. I got my beautiful blue Bluetooth controller. Today's stream will consist of me flying around for about maybe an hour. 45 minutes to an hour. We'll do a couple missions. We're going to go into 2024, as you noticed there. And we're going to fly around. I don't know where yet and what kind of plane, except probably something not what we flew around in the last week or two. The second half of the stream, I'll take a short break. The second half of the stream, I'm going to rip out my... one of my collection of 15 electric guitars. Today's electric guitar is this beautiful Les Paul model, tribute model. It's kind of not a very high-end model, but it looks like it has bindings, but that's just the wood. The cap wood is maple and the body wood is mahogany. So it's interesting how you can, and they leave it rather than put a binding there, they just let the maple come through. So it's maple over mahogany. It's 2 different woods. It's really a cool look in person. Do I ever fly over Antarctica? Many times. I guess you missed it. In fact, not that long ago. I think last month. I think in December or November we flew over Antarctica, but I've done it several times before. I don't think we'll do Antarctica today, but we have done it recently. I did it because I wanted to demonstrate that Antarctica, I did it around December because I wanted to demonstrate that in the longest day of the year, Antarctica is completely light that time of year. And the sun never goes down. So you can fly whenever time you want. You don't have to change time of day. It's always sunny. All right. Okay, guitar's there. Oh, yeah, I want to show one thing off. I mean, I built this over the last 2 streams, but I want to show it off. In the third stream, I like to show things a little more detail. I was like pretty much burned out. Once you build it, I mean, and the cool thing is that it's basically nothing until the very last few minutes. And then you put the wings on, it all comes together. And the little minifig is this Leonardo da Vinci there, and he's holding a page. You can't really see that well, but he's holding a page from his codex. I don't know if I have that right, and I don't know what page that is. It's really nice they do kind of things there. It says Leonardo da Vinci's flying machine, and he's kind of standing there. He's got some other stuff. Then you got this mount here, which comes off. Well, he's fine. Let's take him off the mount. There's Leonardo. He's fine. Here's Leonardo. Face, you can see the detail. Detailing his face, got a beard and a white hair. All right. So the great thing about this model is not just that it looks great, but it's effectively got this trigger mechanism that lets you flap the wings, and you can't really get the feeling for it, but it's just a really smooth action, and it's all based on this rope here. That starts here, goes underneath, all around here, loops up here, goes across here, or actually starts here, goes down here, loops around here, loops around the tail, goes under here, goes this wing, and then ends here. It's just one rope, and it effectively activates the wing, and the tail section goes up and down too. But you can kind of see the wing activity has this pivot point here, and then this and here pulls it up and down, and then the wings itself kind of have a complicated pivot point where they kind of move in a kind of a bird-like way, rather than just kind of pivoting like this. They go a little bit. It's a really unusual, sophisticated mechanism. And in fact, when you're doing this, you can really feel some wind come out of this thing. It really is set up for making wind. A great color scheme, but just having something like that, it's got these places where the rope goes through these pulleys and stuff like that. And that all even doesn't even come together until the very last second. Okay, putting it back on the thing here. And here's Leonardo, goes on this. Oh, I keep dropping him. He's fine. That's the other thing about Lego. If you drop them, you can usually just snap them back together. Okay, so Leonardo goes there. He's there. Really fun kit. I'm not going to be building Lego too soon again, because I gotta wait for them to come out with these really special, interesting kits. As I was saying on the other show, this is technically Leonardo's ornithopter, and he called it that because I don't know if he called it that. I think he did, because it was based on the movement of birds, and he was ornithologists are people who study birds. So an ornithopter would be a kind of a machine that reproduces the way birds fly. And here, right here, is my other ornithopter. This is the Dune ornithopter here, where the thing comes open and the doors open up. You can see inside the cockpit there, and oh yeah, the wings. These are the wings in the folded position. Let's see if I can get them to open up. Here's the wings in the open position. It's more like a dragonfly. It's kind of an open position. Open here. Okay, there they are. It's more like a dragonfly than a bird. Oh, and they're supposed to move a little bit. But I think they're a little messed up. There we go. So now I have two ornithopters. But this thing's a monster. Okay, you can fold the wings back like that. And they'll fold back together as this like spring mechanism. And this also it's got all sorts of stuff. This was a crazy build, but man, I love the. So now I have two, as I said, two ornithopters. Yay! Here. There we go. Alrighty. Sorry, no Lego building, but let's move on to segment 1. Yeah, well, as I mentioned while I was burning, because I was reading some things that they kind of intersperse in the manual while you're building it. They intersperse some Leonardo quotes. Leonardo was convinced that a human had enough power to power that human-powered flight was possible. And in fact, it is kind of possible, but it wasn't really available, until the 20th century. People had these lightweight materials and more, ability to make efficient power transfer mechanisms with pedals. He didn't have any of that, and so it had been hundreds of years until he was proven right in the late 20th century that a human being could sustain flight just with their own muscle power. They got to be in good shape and not for very long. So you know what I mean. But still, that was to validate Leonardo's idea that you could. These were obviously way too heavy and not aerodynamic enough to ever actually fly. Hot air balloons though did fly. It wasn't out of the realm of possibility back in the 1700s, but he was in the 1500s, early 1500s. So hot air balloons weren't even around, I don't think. But he was inventing all sorts of stuff. Bridges, wood bridges that could be collapsed down and then constructed very quickly over water. A lot of military equipment, very practical. That was very very well used in its time. But his flying machines, and he had a couple famous ones. Was the ornithopter that I showed you based on that, and then he had that one that looked like a screw, like a helicopter. It had kind of a screw mechanism. It didn't have rotors, but it had this. Looked like a giant screw, and that rotated, and that was supposed to produce downlift and raise you up by rotating, which is a great idea, but it could never have worked. But again, his ideas were just amazing. All right, so where we're going to fly today, we really have been leaving Europe out of the, I've been flying around America almost all the time, and I start to feel bad about it. So we're going to fly over Europe, but I don't know where exactly. Let's see. Anybody have any European ideas about where we should fly over? Looks like there's not a lot of snow in the Alps down there. We got to, this is the new, we've flown over all these places a million times, but not in 2024, which is relatively new. I don't necessarily think it's going to be massively different. Let's fly over Strasbourg. It's got a lot of really cool stuff. That's where the Croatia. All right, yeah. Well, let's do Croatia then, but which is also a great choice. Croatia is this whole area here. It's all coastline, So let's see. Where in Croatia is there Split somewhere around here? Actually, this is Croatia, right? This part here. What is this major area over here? Well, let's find out. I think this is close. Oh, there's a Star Village, some kind of something there. And there's this. All right, I'm going to look this up to see where this actually is, because I don't know for sure. It's close enough. And we haven't flown around there before. Hey there, Rome, Italy. Okay, we'll do a second flight there. Let me just check this. Where is Castella? That's a great idea, though. Castella. Yeah, well, where is it? Grad Castella. It's in Croatia. It's a town and suburb of Split. In Split, Dalmatia County. We're going to go to Split. This is Split. Okay, I got it. I've heard of it. We'll go to Rome second. It's a lovely place. But, wait, got to first come, first serve. So we're going to take off from Castella. We're going to fly over Split to the east. I got to pick a plane. But by the way, thank you for your chat, LP 33 RPM. 33 RPM. I actually have a record player and a bunch of 33 RPM records. Of course, when we grew up, I'm guessing, LP records were the bomb, man. Used to go to the record store like twice a week, or at least, when I was in high school, we'd go to Tower Records, Licorice Pizza. We'd go to the Warehouse, and man, see what was new. There was always cool music playing. Record stores, today's kids don't know how cool a record store is. Today's kids. All right, let's move on to picking an aeroplano. It's not going to be something too flashy. We could do. Oh yeah, somebody actually requested the other day that I fly the V-35. So I'm going to pick up. I doubt they're still here. I forgot who it was. Okay. So I got the Carinato RJ2, but I'm going to fly the V-35. It's a beautiful plane. Okay. We have some lovely liveries for it, and it gets you around. So I want to check my identification. Why is it always? I think it's actually resetting every time, right? All right, we're gonna take. Okay, it's beige on brown, white. We got to pick a much flashier color scheme. Um, those are boring. Beige on red is great. Chrome red is great. We'll do chrome red. I think we do the green usually, but this one's great. It's chrome with this red. It's really pretty. You'll like it. Take off from Croatia, check it out, and then if we can do a second flight, we're gonna fly over Rome. There's plenty of stuff to see there. Maybe we'll fly in like the one of the ultralights and stay real low and check out the Vatican. I think we've already done that. No, we have. I mean, not in 2024. All right, now I'm changing the time of day because it's not daytime there, but we want to have a nice daytime flight. I don't know what the weather's like either, but we'll start around what 3 p.m. Cheers, everyone. By the way, the drink that is served every single day on our particular airline is Diet Coke. If you want something else, you better bring it yourself. But we have unlimited Diet Coke available. You know, Diet Coke should have its own airline. Anyway, here's my if you hadn't seen before, I just built this Lego yesterday. I keep kicking the Leonardo, and it's this the Leonardo da Vinci's flying machine. The wings flap, but it's really cool. It's got this like trigger back there to make the wings flap. It's really fun. I had a great time building it. I actually still have a car I can build. I have a pretty big car, not a huge, but a good sized car. All right, let's see. We got this thing here, the Split Tower. Split is the name of the place. It's not, or Split, I think. It's actually, it's not an English word. All right, now I wanted to start cold and I failed to, but that's okay. Failure is always an option. All right, so for flaps, I think we probably do want them half for takeoff. Does it say anywhere? Oh, I got these on. All right, that's about there. That's about there. Okay, yeah, I'm controlling all that. I got to take a look at my dashboard here. Yeah, it doesn't necessarily say flaps. Oh, it does. Hold on. If I go here, right? And then zoom and take this off and zoom in. What does it say right here? It says up, approach, and down. Yeah, okay. That is interesting. Flaps are not used for takeoff, just for approach and landing or other situations. Interesting. All right, we have good trim. Yeah, it's pretty good. All right, so let me sit in my pilot seat here. Yeah, I guess we're already cleared for takeoff. We go that way. We release the parking brake, and we'll cold start the plane another time. I do like to do that. We're gonna head east over the city of Split in Croatia. I've always wanted to go to Croatia. It's got a huge amount of coastline. It apparently got really good weather, not year round, but quite a bit of the time. You're gonna get good weather, and it's one of those places where it's not fancy, it's not expensive. The V-35 does have retractable landing gear, so we've just retracted them. It makes it it's a popular European destination for tourism and resortism, but Americans don't really know about it for some reason. Oops, a very sensitive trim here. Kind of trying to get it set up. All right, this is what it looks like from here. I'm reduce. Oh yeah, okay. Reduce the throttle. We also can bring our mixture down, so we're flying efficiently here. And as we bring the propeller down, we actually start going faster because the propeller is working more efficiently. Okay, so here's the outskirts. You can see a lot of red tile Spanish roofing here on the housing, which would be consistent with Southern Europe and Spain and those areas. Red tile being a very good insulator in the hot weather. Split is over there. We're heading towards the actual town, but this is kind of the whole suburban area, I guess, between Split and the airport. But again, lots of coastline, lots of beach, and there's this like inner coast, and then the outer coast is there, like the actual Mediterranean, where you're more exposed. I'm trying not to. I guess we want about that much trim there. A little bit less throttle. Establish a good cruising speed for the engines, checking everything out there. I want to put my coat on. I'm getting cold. Hold on a second. I wonder if anybody's trying to chat on my on my Twitter live Twitter feed, because I'm not watching it. If somebody does though, I'll know, because I'll look at in the metrics later. Anyway, beautiful view today. I did not change the weather. According to well, let's double check it, but I did not reset the live weather. So unless it's bugged out, it should be live weather. It does say live weather. Again, I changed the time, so it's January 20th, earlier in the day. So Split is technically over there, kind of on that peninsula. We'll kind of fly around it, though. It looks like some beautiful, beautiful kind of these cliffs up here, mountain, not super high, but still. Yeah, well, that was the idea, because I went from 51 followers on X to 200, almost to 200. Now it's under 200. They keep bugging out. But I figured, maybe that is an indication that I should be co-streaming live on X. But like anything, I streamed for like a year on YouTube before, and now it's just kind of starting to take off. Okay, we got an industrial area here right next to the water. I wonder if that's like storage, and I like that there's like a grain, maybe, what is that? I wonder if that's a quarry, and they move stone over that, and then they ship the stone out on ships there. I think it's something like that. It's like a gravel mine right there. That's what they look like. And then they can move the gravel using a conveyor system to a place where they crush it and clean it, and then they sell high quality gravel by the shipload. That's the kind of thing they're going to do around here. Same thing here. I think there's a lot of like gravel and sand operations. I don't know, maybe not. Maybe some kind of chemical. You never know. But here we go. Well, oh no, we're not in Split. Split's over there where those buildings are. We'll get there eventually. We're still kind of on the outskirts. But there are a lot of outskirts. You know what I mean? I think the people living on this hillside are going to have a great view. And that's always important to me. Like, what is that down there? Hold, no, cancel. All right, everyone jump out. Get in your magical parachutes. I've decided to take a look. I think these are ruins. But the cool thing is they are well represented in the game. Normally, ruins will just be a picture, because the game doesn't necessarily know how to. I mean, like ancient medieval ruins, because they're laid out like a cathedral, kinda. Maybe two cathedrals. And it looks like there's been excavation activities here. But I love that detail. It's not marked on the map or anything like that. Let's see if we can find our plane. There it is. All right, everyone, use your magical parachutes to get back in the plane, please. Thank you. But that's probably a thing about Croatia is it's a very old culture. People have been living there for thousands of years. It's an old culture. There's a lot of history. There's a lot of medieval things. There's a lot of ruins. There's a cool tower right there. There's a lot of stuff to see. But if you're going to go to Croatia, you probably are going to go to Split. I think it's one of the main. It's not necessarily the biggest city, like Belgrade would be, but it's one of the more. It's more interesting because it's coastal and it's got a lot of the stuff to see. All right, so if you're coming in by train, looks like the train station's over there. If you're coming in by car, you're going to come in on this road here. Oh, look at that freeway. And that's like a shopping center or some kind of, I don't know. Tell us about the 70s plane. Tell us about the 70s in general. Yeah, I was barely alive in the 70s since I was born in 1960. But they were cool. Now, I don't have that much nostalgia about the 70s. If any decade I'm going to have nostalgia about, it's going to be the 90s. When most of you weren't born. But no, I had the 70s. It's right. I went to high school in Pasadena, California. Where I lived in the 1970s was actually in Altadena, California. I think we've recently decided that the house I lived in the 70s in Altadena, California, burned down last week. I hadn't been there in 40 years, but the main boulevard here. We like to do urban canyon carving on the stream. We do not get above like 300 feet above sea level. That gives us a good feeling of the architecture, the way the streets are laid out. Let's check out this little harbor here. This is Split. That's kind of the main town, Split, over there. But it looks like we got a cruise ship terminal. Some cool stuff over here. Yeah, no, the 90s were, I'm just saying I had a great time in the 90s. That's when I started working at Microsoft. I was making a lot of money. Actually, no, that was when I ended working at Microsoft and I had a bunch of money. Here, pause here. I had a bunch of money. Let's check. Okay, everyone jump out. We're going to take some, we're going to go on the cruise ship. What we're going to do is we're going to go into various passengers. See, they're all aboard. They're all visiting the city. So we're going to go into passengers' cabins and we're going to steal their belongings and valuables. And then we're going to go back up on our magical parachutes into the plane, and they will never have. They will never know. They will never know. We're gonna steal all the good stuff. Anyway, you've got a sailing cruise ship here, which is a really other thing. You see the mats. What happens is it's like a hybrid, but it will go out and then furl sails and sail around. There's only a couple of those in the world. They're not very fast, but they're very luxurious and expensive. And that's one right there. Where are you at right now? I'm flying around Split, Croatia, Rory. It was suggested. I don't think we've flown around here. It's a beautiful coastal Mediterranean city. It's major. There's a lot to see too. This is probably not the time of year when it's busy. I think it's probably the tourism is probably summer since it's northern hemisphere and it's on the Mediterranean. But these are look at all these apartment blocks that have ocean views. Although I believe that is technically a lagoon. I'd have to look that up. Let's kind of check that out here. If I zoom back far enough on this map here, yeah, you can technically see this is ocean, but it's almost entirely protected by these large islands out to the coast. Although, obviously they're not, this isn't a lake or anything like that, but it's basically a lagoon. It's not, or a sea. I'm not sure what they would call it. And then you go out into what the sea is it Sargasso? What is the sea that's east of part of the Mediterranean is east of Italy? Anyway, I don't know my geography that well. For some reason we get a little bit more juicier. Stay nice and low. We're checking out these cliff sides. But somebody recommended, LP asked for about Rome, and we'll do a second flight from Rome. I usually fly around for about an hour, and you can see these flights don't necessarily take a lot of time just to get up in the plane and kind of see what you want to see. So we came from that direction. I think we're going to fly a little further east along the coastline here. But we came from the west. This definitely looks like what I would call a beachside resort. You got your tennis, you got your beach tables. Looks nice. Lots of yachts. Yachties. But the thing that is, noticeable is the style of roofing. Everyone's got the terracotta tiles. And hey, I like terracotta tiles. I mean, they're very practical. But this goes a long way. The Mediterranean is big. And Europe is big in general, obviously. But Croatia has a huge line of coastline. It also goes inland. It has this weird kind of spiky shape. And inland is actually where the biggest cities are. It's an unusual kind of combination of it has a major city inland and then a lot of coastline, which apparently has a very California-like weather. You can see this doesn't look like California to me, though. This is very European with terraced... a lot of terraced landscaping there. I think we're going to hit this hill. We're going to hit it hard. We're going right over the hill. I was going to say in 2024, the planes don't say Kench 90909 on the side. And this one definitely says Kench 90909 on the side. I guess it's just not all the planes. I was thinking that the game had a bug. But now I just think it's the planes don't have it right. Because I set it to Kench 909er just now. And I've done this with other planes. And it's supposed to have it on all the planes. It should say right there. And I was complaining that I don't like taking screenshots in 2024. This is definitely 2024. What is this? There's something flying in the air there. Bugs. It's fine. It's fine. It's a few pixels off every now and then. And then this is some steep, that's some steep stuff. You see people got the swimming pools. It usually indicates it's a warm climate some number of the years. It looks a lot like the coast of Italy and the Côte d'Ivoire. No, the Cote. Anyway, that one with near Cannes and San Marino, with a lot of boating marinas. You can see another one with endless ones. You know, fishers, sport boaters. That looks cool. But it's a school. Kind of boring, but top of the hill. And as usual, this is a gorgeous plane. V-tail, chrome with red. All the accents are perfect. That the antennas at the top, the lighting, all the detailing that you'd ever want in a plane. I love it. All right, what's up here? I don't know. Let's fly up there. Looks like there's an entrance. It might be like a river that comes down here. But you can see how this street comes like right here. I want to see what's on the other side of this little cut here. There's some kind of impossibly steep bridge here. Like there's that, right? But then there's this. I don't think that is possible. I'm gonna imagine in the real world maybe there's there are tunnels there. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I mean, it's obviously not. I don't know what to say. But that's cool. Look how steep that is. And then yeah, there's a river that goes down here, and the river that goes up there. So we flow in that way. Yeah, there's hard to understand. And again, you can't necessarily trust that all the terrain is exactly like it is in the real world. But it might be. Now we're flying. Are we going inland, or are we going to get to the ocean again? Let's see, we're flying east. Let's go for a ways. I'm curious where this is going to take us. We got plenty of gas. There's a lot of people living around here on this valley. It's a pretty steep valley. But I was saying, yeah, I mean, a lot of Croatia is inland. So maybe there's a lot of ways to get. There's a major road here that kind of goes inland from the ocean, following this river, which would be a natural way of cutting through these these mountains. There's mountains on either side, you know what I mean? Lots of mountains. So it'd be hard to go over the mountains, I imagine. You have a nice river path you can kind of follow. But yeah, no, we're going nowhere. All right, let's get out of here. We're also gaining. We're going to need to gain some altitude. No, that altitude can't be right. I think I forgot to adjust my barometer. This thing here. It's got to be more like that. All right. All right, we're going to head, so you can kind of see from that map up there, on the other side of this rather imposing ridge here is the waterfront. But what I am looking for is where's the next airport, because we're going to land next time we see a reasonable airport. Okay, so there's one here. That's not too far. It's LDSB. It's on the island, too. Let's fly down there. There's nothing really ahead of us, right? Or up there. All right, I'm making a command decision. We're gonna land. 50s, 60s, and 70s. Well, as you know, I don't know if you know, if you come to my musical segment, but the music that I play in the musical segment is generally exclusively from the 20th century. The guitar, I do a little bit some newer songs on my guitar segment, but when I play my piano lounge segment, those are all music. That's all music from the 20th century. And definitely before the 90s. All right, I got to get over here, but to do that, we're going to have to gain altitude. So I'm bringing my propeller pitch up. I'm giving me some power. Because I don't want to, because we're going to make a right turn right over here. And then we're going to land. But we can't just make a right turn because of, you know, terrain. This is quite a ridge that goes fairly high up. And is right up against the ocean. You'll see right up as we get over this ridge, there's the water. We just got to climb up over the ridge. I don't want to hit these trees. I don't care. But yeah, for musically speaking, certainly. I don't know if, as I say, I'm not necessarily nostalgic about what was going on in my life or in the politically or anything. But it's indisputable that that was the peak of music. So you go right over this huge ridge here. You see that's the back of it, and then boom! Look how steep it is. Okay, we can reduce our power again down to here because we. All right, so we're gonna head into this airport, which is on this other island over here, LDSB. Let's find out a little about it. More info. Humac, Humac. That's typically the name of the. Really, it doesn't have runways. I wonder if this is a tiny airport, or did I not select it? Oh no, that's not what I wanted. Right. Sorry, Brack Island. I selected the wrong thing. There we go. Brack Island. That was just a point. All right. 1,761 meters. So 5,000 feet. Plenty of runway. All right. So landing the Beechcraft V-35 is not a problem. However, one thing you should never do with this plane or any other plane is land it super heavy like we are. Fortunately, there's a way of adjusting your fuel load as if we had properly taken off with a reasonable amount of fuel. That would have left us with about 20% fuel for landing, because the fuel is quite heavy. Oh yeah, absolutely. Most of the culture, absolutely. I agree that the culture comes. I'm just saying that, for me personally, it was fine. Okay, where were we? Yeah, but I agree. Certainly, culturally, absolutely. All right, so here's this runway, and where are we? Are we heading towards it even? Kinda. Okay, yeah. Okay, we're heading that way. There's our runway. All right, it's about 10 miles away, so we're good. Normally in 2020, I would see a marker that would point out where my airports are. But 2024, those markers seem to be elusive. Sometimes they're there and sometimes they're not. All right, we're at about 2,200 feet, I think. Beautiful. You can see more beach resorts here on this island. Right, we're flying over one right there. I bet there's millions of them. There's a town. This is kind of on a protected bay area. All right, we're going to land, and then we're going to take a quick flight over Rome, because we're just a few minutes from landing. And maybe we'll be able to check out the Vatican, or the Parthenon, Pantheon, whatever. This is going to be, okay, no, it's a pretty long runway. I can't see it yet. I think it's going to be kind of over this hill up ahead. But before the hill that's on the other side, I don't know. We should see it in a second. You can see my little marker here. Well, thanks. I actually do pretty much the same thing every day. I stream 4 days a week: Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I used to do Wednesday as well, but work has gotten kind of a little more busy. Duh. So okay, all right. Flaps down to there. Those are your approach flaps, because we're about to start our approach. Less here on the fuel, or on the throttle. We should be able to see the runway. And I'm not seeing it. I think it's over terrain here. It's over some terrain here. Or it's on top of a hill. No, it's over this terrain here. This is an interesting approach. You probably don't want to approach from this direction because of this hill here. Especially at night, or if you don't have visibility. Because you're going to see we're going to approach over this hill, and I think we're going to have to drop quite precipitously over the side of it. But as I say, I do the kind of the same thing every time. It's like, you kind of have to do the same thing every time. Because, oh yeah, gear. Oh, there it is. See, finally that little thing. Gear's coming down. Give us a little more power, because we don't want to stall at the last second. But yeah, we flew over, like, you couldn't see anything because of this ridge here. So I think probably the real approach is the other side. Come in from the water side. It's probably a lot easier. All right. Speed's kind of high. Start slowing things down. Here's what it looks like from here. Don't worry, passengers. We are safe-ish. I've landed this plane 1,000,000 times before. We're not getting a lot of crosswind today. A little bit of a bounce there. What's that doing? Oh. Always wants to fishtail off the road here. We're on the road. Look, we're on the road. Look, see? We're on the road. All right. Flaps up. Stop. We're going to make a turn around here. It's a little airport, but it's probably got what we need. But yeah, remember, be sure to hit that follow button. If you're watching on Twitch, if you're watching on YouTube, you can hit that subscribe button. It's the same thing. It's also free. Then you get notifications. Oh, they've even got a tower. We're going to check it out. If you're watching on X or Twitter, see, that's a new thing for me. I don't even know because I'm not watching my my Twitter feed. But, you know, you wouldn't see, unless you're already following me on X or Twitter, I don't think you're going to know that I went live. I don't think they promote live streams to completely random people. But I don't know. We'll find out. Okay, so we've landed our Beechcraft E35 at this airport on this island, which actually looks like it has a what I call a bespoke tower. In other words, a custom tower. That's which we were going to check out. Meaning this airport is, you know, a custom asset in the game. This is what it looks like from here. That's the Big Mac window, by the way. So when you're in the drive-through, they can hand you your Big Mac through that window. So I like to call it the Big Mac window. You're not necessarily going to be only. You could be a Chick-fil-A, any drive-through. But no, it's actually really kind of important on the ground because, you know, you may not get a lot of flow through. We got to open our Big Mac window. There it is. See? All right, where are we heading? Okay, I just love this tower. As I say, there's no indication that this is standard. Could be the only airport that this tower. Check out the architecture of the tower. There's no indication that this is standard, and you'll see this anywhere else in the world. Which means it's kind of a special day for us. You know what I mean? It's a special. Oh, it wants us to park right in front of this really cool tower. I'm gonna take a screenshot, and then we'll do a short flight over Rome. So stick around for that. But what I'm talking about is the tower. I mean, look, it looks like kind of a torch. I think that is intentional, like an Olympic torch or something. So we go here. We're gonna park. We're gonna take a look at the tower. We're gonna take a screenshot. Okay, where are we here? There's me. There's Kench 909. I'm gonna take a couple screenshots. Oh, geez. You can't get more perfect than that. It's got to say Kench 909 or 9 on it. But that tower, screenshot. You know, if it's arresting visually, those work a lot better than just a picture of an airplane. Like for example, I could just take a picture of an airplane. Yay, a picture of an airplane. Hey, dude, you just walked through the propeller. You're in 1,000,000 pieces now. He doesn't care. Oop, inside of the plane. See, it says Bonanza there in that script. That's all real. I mean, it's all like a real plane. You can see how the propeller is attached to the engine. So many cool details, and the lever that opens the engine compartment. Everything is so beautifully done. All right, but this chrome Bonanza is just such a gorgeous plane. All right, let's just get in here real quick. I just want to show you guys some other features of this plane once on the ground. I always like to do 2 screenshots, and then we'll quickly get into another plane. We're going to do another mission. Okay, how do I get back in? All right, so for example, I believe this door is going to open. Nice. We'll shut off the engine. One quick way to shut off the engine is to set your mixture to cut, right here. But you could also turn off the alternator, lights. There's a magneto somewhere. I forgot where it is. Battery off. I wonder where the magneto is. Up there? No. Just check it out. There's some passengers. It's a nice plane. All right, but quickly, seriously, we're gonna do another mission. We're gonna main menu. We're going to go free flight. We're not going far. Look how close we are. Like, we were here, split. We're going to Rome. We could have flown to Rome, but it would take about an hour and a half. All right, so the cool parts of Rome are here, right? Rome. This is the... I think this is the Vatican. I mean, basically, the Vatican is right downtown. Where's the nearest aeropuerto? I think there's one we can fly from, and then just a real quick trip south. Different plane. So we're going to get out of the Beechcraft, and we're going to pop into the... I don't know. You know, I was thinking we'll just get into... I still got to fly this some of the helicopters. Something kind of fun. The gyrocopter. Real quick to get off the ground. Okay, that one already says Canton 909er. Dark red, gray. Oh, there's a purple, I think, too. So that gives us right away. No, there's no purple. I guess we'll go with metallic red. Why not? All right, here we go. Rome. Saving back. Again, it's like nighttime there. We want to see stuff, so we're going to make it daytime. We're going to head south. We're going to see if we can find the Vatican. Then there'll be about a 3-minute break. I'm going to bring my guitar in. Well, I don't have to bring it far because it's sitting right over there. What am I going to do is I'm just going to play my guitar. I'll play it. I'm going to dig around. Probably talk about guitars for a while. Weather's not good. We can fix it. Okay, first of all, I think it's going to come back. There we go.
Earth Tower KENSH 909er.
That's me. It's very foggy. Normally we can't see shit. Let's take off first. Now, let's talk about a gyrocopter. A gyrocopter kind of looks like a helicopter, but it has that big propeller in the back and this general structure. They are real. This is not a fake thing. This is not an imaginary plane. But they're not helicopters and they're not airplanes. You know what I mean? What happens is this is the rotor up there is not powered, but it is canted backwards, and as you move forward, it picks up the air and it starts spinning naturally, and it starts providing lift, even though it's not powered, as long as you have enough forward speed. So unlike a helicopter, a gyrocopter cannot hover, but it can fly. It's really cool. So what we're going to see as I gain distance down here, as I start gaining speed, we're going to start moving down here. You can see this thing. We're just going to stay down here. Nothing's happening. Not going anywhere. Oh, wait a minute. Something has happened. It starts spinning. I didn't do anything. It's just the air picks it up. Faster and faster it spins. And as you move forward, it just wants to take you off the ground. Gyrocopters are cool. I mean, they're just cool. Take the engine back, that forward engine back. Now you can, you do up and down using aerodynamic panels on the back using an elevator, what they would call. And by the way, you can see how the rotor is kind of thin and lightweight, and it flexes a lot. You go left and right by adjusting it using those rods that go up to the thing, like a collective, sort of like a collective on a helicopter. Because otherwise you wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing, which is turn left and right. The other thing is the weather's terrible. We can't see crap. But good news. Oh, by the way, everywhere where there's a little pin in the distance, that's something to see. And you can see around Rome, there's a lot to see. But foggy, can't see crap. By the way, I love how the reflections of the thing. This is a really nicely done interior. So what we're going to do is pretend it's a clear day. Of course, it's December or it's January there. So, but we don't have to have light weather. We could have clear skies, but I like scattered clouds. It's realistic, but you still get a great view of below you. We'll be staying low. Okay, so this is a pretty major airport that we're leaving. We're right on the grounds of it. It's right there. We're gonna head south. And as we see little things in the distance, like that, whatever that is, We'll try to approach them. But basically, yeah, basically, Rome is ahead. So let's take in the sights today. There is a baseball field. Why would they have baseball in Rome? I would think, like there, okay, soccer, cricket. I guess I mean, they can play baseball in Rome. I'm just surprised to see a baseball diamonds over there. You know, I usually am like, oh, baseball diamond. That's how we know we're in America. But yeah, so the rotor spins due to just the momentum of air flying through that, and then it holds because it's heavy. It holds momentum and it actually provides lift. Although how it does it, you know, again, if you come to a stop, the rotor will slowly come to a stop, and it will allow you a short period to auto gyro down. Now, if you have engine failure, as long as you can kind of land like a plane, you cannot land like a helicopter because you can't completely stop. It does. Well, this is the big Rome. Well, this isn't the Rome, Georgia. All right, what's over here? Let's see if we can see what some of these objects say. I mean, what these points of interest say. Sometimes it can be hard when there's so many of them. It won't load the title. It might actually be easier to see from in here. I don't see any titles. Again, it's a 2020 issue. A 2024 issue. 2020, it'll display, boy, that's a beautiful, whatever that is. What does that say down there? OP, hold on. It's like somebody like put something down here. Like a message to people. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it says open. Okay, OPEN, open. Like it's not closed, but why like that? I'm confused. All right, let's keep going. It looks like a museum of some kind. Again, we're not getting points of interest labeled here, even if we get right and close up to them, right? But I guess they're parks. They're supposed to have a name, but it's at least it's you know there's something there. It looks like a little park. But I do want to at least find you know, the Vatican, which is not far from downtown and is quite visible, quite noticeable. It's a little taller. And then you know the you know there's a bunch of hills, but they're not super tall hills. I think it might be here. But again, you can instantly see the architecture of Rome, classic, various piazzas. That there is you can tell that's a train station from the way it's laid out there. A major central train station. If we go down here, I want to see what this is. But yeah, all the buildings look old. But yeah, I wish that 2024 had their act together so it actually showed the names of what all these little spiky things are. All these points of interest. So it sounds like a helicopter when you're flying, though, because of that chop chop of the blades. But it is definitely not a helicopter. What is this building? I mean, it's very famous. That is definitely not the Vatican, though, I'm going to report. That's okay. We've got chariots on the top. We've flown around in 2020, and you know, it calls out, oh, let's check out the Colosseum. At least that we can recognize without having to have a name on it. All right, so for today's history tour, we're going to use our magical parachutes. The coolest thing about the Colosseum that I don't know if people know is that maybe people know. Obviously, it's an ancient theater from thousands of years ago, man, and it was in use for like 1,000 years before it kind of fell out of disrepute. But the thing that people may not know, kind of hard to tell from this angle, is that the bottom of it is quite a ways below ground level, and they could flood it. They had tanks. They could flood it and have miniature water battles, miniature naval battle, reenactment of naval battles in there, and then they could unflood it and have, you know, gladiatorial games. pretty high-tech stuff. And if you imagine that being described to you and seeing how big this is, but basically, yeah, everything was underneath the floor. They could have lions rising up from the bottom and stuff like that. All that stuff you saw in Gladiator, very high-tech architecture for its multi-thousand-year-old design, or just really, designed to really entertain and amaze you. Could we land in a town square? We really couldn't land in a town square like a helicopter, but because we're not a helicopter. But hey, you got to see the Colosseum, so stop complaining. Not that you're complaining. All right, what's else around here? All right, somebody find out which way is the Vatican from the Colosseum. I think the Vatican is west? No, I think it's, I don't know. Here is another, but there's a lot of squares. There's a lot of plazas, and they all have like obelisks and stuff. Like here's one. There's an obelisk, but there's a lot of them. But yeah, this is the way to see a city, I think. Low level, slow speed. Some really fairly modern buildings. Hello, ma'am. How are you doing today? She's always fine. Again, there's like pins here, and then, well, what is down there? I don't know. I wonder if it's like a cemetery. Some of these, like, looks like a little miniature park of some kind. It's being called out, but I don't know what it is. Okay, we can land here. We're gonna land here. I see a place we can land. Not here, but right here, right in front of us here. Stadio Nandio. Okay, so at least when you get really close, sometimes it'll tell you it's a stadium. We're gonna land on this little thing here. Okay, I've reduced the power of the rear engines to nothing. Look at that, it's like ruins. We'll check it out. Oh, there might be some water here. There might be a water feature here. But you can see our rotors are slowing down. But you can basically fly like a plane. Just kind of glide in. Land right nice and soft. And then what's going to happen is those rotors are going to slow down. They're not getting air through them anymore. They're going to slow to a stop. I think we might have a rotor brake, actually. Is there a brake feature? No, it would be like physically there or down here somewhere. I guess you can't, there's no reason to brake your rotor. Well, the only thing is getting out of the, you don't want to get out and get your head chopped off. Can you open the doors? I don't know if I think these are, by the way, you can tell how it's an ultralight design. That's actually high density foam, this design here. It's one of the lightest, it's not carbon fiber, it's lighter than carbon fiber. These are for plane designs. Does this open, this here? Like this spar should open and this window should open, but I don't know if it does. I think it would since it's a 2024 plane. Let's see, we can do this. Hold on a second here. Get outside of the plane or gyrocopter. There's all these things you can inspect. But my question is, can I open up this door from the outside? Yeah, it doesn't have a door panel. But like you inspect the tires and it's kind of cool. Oh, I'll just walk to the propeller. All right, so let me take a little screenshot here. This was actually a really cool landing spot. And I do love flying this gyrocopter. One thing you'll notice about 2024 is when you get out, the quality of the dandelions is really good. I mean, sometimes, all I can say is somebody spent a lot of time programming those dandelions in. All right, wait, I don't want to do this. Hold on a second. We're doing something else. Well, screenshot this way. This way gives you more flexibility. But once again, I said the name of my plane is Kench 909er, and it doesn't say it where I want it to say it, right? That other plane had it working. All right, here we go. I'm feeling better about it. There we go. All right. There we go. All righty. I keep tinking around. All right. Shit. I messed it up. My bad. All right. Windows Shift S. All right. Again, there'll be a short 3-minute break. what equipment do you need to play this game? A very decent gaming PC. In fact, I gotta upgrade my PC. My PC is about 5 years old. I'm using the beautiful blue, what I call the beautiful blue Bluetooth controller. You can buy any Xbox Bluetooth, any Xbox controller, and it will hook up via Bluetooth to your PC. I am also using a throttle quadrant, which looks like this. Let me show you just real quickly what it looks like. I don't know. Rather than showing a picture of you, I can show you. It's called this. It looks like this. It clamps onto my desk and it has 3 levers that you can use. So I use that for, in this game, for throttle, depending on the plane, throttle, propeller speed or pitch, depending on the propeller, and then mixture is the far one. And it has some buttons down here. I can use these buttons down here to control my flaps, landing gear, and brakes, parking brakes, and also speed brakes. It's pretty cool. So it's got like 6 buttons, 6 single click buttons there. So that's very helpful. But having a controller, you know, like you know, it's already set up to have a controller. You could have rudder pedals, but you're only really going to need them for helicopters. But yeah, basically, it'll let you play with just a mouse and keyboard. It's not very fun. Controlling with a mouse and keyboard is not very fun. I would highly recommend, at the very least, get any. It could be a cheap $20 wired controller that has USB. I bet you could plug it into your PC, or an Xbox, or a PS5 controller, or a PS4 controller, any Xbox controller that's Bluetooth, or a wired controller. Literally, there's a billion controllers, but you need it. You really need it. So you know, the two things I use. One stick is used to control the plane, and then one stick is controlling the view of the camera, which you get used to, but it takes a while. But then, yeah, you get the kind of smooth outlook on it. All right, main menu, and then I'm gonna switch to the guitar or the music category, and then you're gonna be, I would get the hell out because I'm not that great a guitar player. So, all right, change to the music category, and we'll see in about 3 minutes. All right, so let's start the musical segment. First, I'd like to just talk about the guitar a little bit. It's like about like 16-ish, 15-ish. Also, I got to tune it up a bit. Also, don't get me started on this headphone wire. Flat. Good. Go flat. Go flat. Go sharp. So this guitar is one of my American-made Les Pauls. I actually only have two of them. So one of my two American-made Les Pauls. I have a bunch of Epiphone Les Pauls, but this is a Gibson made in America. It says Gibson up there. Whatever. What, you calling me a liar? It's a real one. It's a real Gibson. You can see from the back here. Hold on. Back there. Made in USA. Hey. All right, it's a nice one. This is a Gibson Les Paul tribute model in satin gold top. Satin gold top, it really looks good. It's just a beautiful guitar. And of course, the playability and sound of a Les Paul is really second to none. I mean, once you get certainly once you get used to the ergonomics of it. And I personally feel that the control layout for the two pickups is just what I want. I need these four knobs. It took a while to figure out how I like it. Okay. What do I want to play? Oh yeah, The Wind, Cat Stevens. I didn't know the lyrics for that one. Let's sing it though. Sadly, get the heck out now while you still can. Get the heck out, okay. Finger this pick. See if I can get this right. I listen to the wind of my soul. Where I'll end up, what I think only God really knows. I sat upon the burning sun and never, I never wanted water once. No, never. I listen to my words, but they fall far below. Mistake. Oh, look at that. Something happened. Interesting. Looks like we have lost our connection. Let's see if I'm on I lost it entirely. It happens to some people. Interesting. Yeah, that never happens to me. That's the first time that's ever happened to me in my many years of streaming. Several years of streaming, well, like a year and a half. OBS actually crashed. I've heard people that happens to, but OBS was like, no, I'm not streaming anymore. Put up a message. It said, and I'm like, well, start streaming again. Also, I could see that my my YouTube went down, and I have a feeling that the Twitter feed went down as well. I'm wondering whether it's related to the fact that today's the first time, or the kind of the second time I'm streaming over Twitter. I'm gonna keep going, but this is basically the second half of the stream. This has never happened. It disconnects in the middle of the stream. Occasionally, my USB system will crash and everything will freeze, and it takes me a while. But streaming is continuing. This is the first time it's ever kind of quit streaming on me and put up a message saying OBS cannot stream anymore. Try re-entering your stream key, which is stupid because the stream key is fine. Well, my YouTube is going, and it is at least it continued. Like if you're watching on YouTube, it would just have frozen for like a minute, and then it would have gone further. But Twitch restarted. I wonder what X did. Let me see if we can actually see here. Let me just bring up my X. I'm just curious to see what my X live feed is still on. You know, just out of curiosity. Do, 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 do. Yeah, it's showing. Okay, X is still on. Nobody has talked or anything on there. Okay, it's interesting that the only one that really actually keeled over is Twitch. Thank you, by the way, for sticking through that. LP, I appreciate that. Yeah, I was gonna say, technical difficulties are an issue. I've seen other streamers are like, "Yep, my OBS crashed," and they'll be like, "Yeah, that happens." It rarely happens to me. Okay, we're moving on to the karaoke segment, though, now that we're back. So absolutely get the hell out while you can. The karaoke segment involves me playing along with various REM and a bunch of other songs. And it is pretty scary. Let's do this one first. Okay, so we're going to do this. I'm going to switch over here so you can see what I'm looking at here. We want this up to about here. And then basically I sing and play along with karaoke songs, but not many people, a lot of people, on Twitch will sing along, but not that many people do the instrument part too. I think I remember how this works, but I don't know this particular song. We'll figure it out. Oh yeah, Breakfast at Tiffany's. It's Capo 2. Not Capo 2. You say we've got nothing in common. Common ground to start from, and we're falling apart. You say world has come between us, lives have come between us. Still I know you just don't care. And I said, what about breakfast at Tiffany? She said, I think I remember the film as I called, I think you both kind of liked it. And I said, well, that's nothing that we got. I've seen you, the only one who knew me. Now your eyes see through me. Guess that I was wrong. So what now? It's plain to see we're over. Hate when things are over. So much is left undone. And I said, what about breakfast at Tiffany? She said, I think I remember the film, and as I think we both kind of liked it. And I said, well, that's one thing that we've got. You say we've got nothing in common. Common ground to start from, and we're falling apart. You say word has come between us, our lives have come between us. Still I know you just don't care. that's one thing that we've done. And I said, what about breakfast to Tiffany? She said, I think I remember the feeling. It's magical, I think. Both kind of liked it. And I said, well, that's one thing that we've done. Actually, the one I'm dying to do that I haven't done in a while is this REM song. Well, let me find it here. It's right up there. This is the one I think I do. I do a lot of REM songs. Thank you very much. Yes. Okay. Okay, you got to get this little opening. I got to practice it. It goes. That's how it goes. I'm just got to remind myself a little bit. I know it. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. I don't know why you're mean to me. When I call on the telephone, I don't know what you mean to me. I wanna turn you on, turn you up, figure you out, wanna take you home. These words, you'll be mine. These words, you will be mine all the time. Now a fool might be my middle name. I'd be foolish not to say, gonna make whatever it takes, bring you up, call you down, sign your name, secret love, make it rhyme, take you in, make you mine. These words, you'll be mine. These words, you will be mine all the time. Okay, this is the other one I want to do. No, actually, this is the one I've been doing from one. I want to do. Losing my religion, but karaoke. Here we go. This is right now. Which is the full screen here. What's our volume level? It's about right. A little high. Perfect. All right. So losing my religion. Corner, that's me in the spotlight, losing my religion, trying to keep up with you, and I don't know if I can do it. Oh no, I've said too much, haven't said enough. Thought that I heard you laughing, thought that I heard you sing. I think I thought I saw you try. Every whisper, every waking hour, I'm choosing my confessions, trying to keep eye on you, like a hurt, lost and blinded fool. Oh no, I've said too much, set it up, consider this, hint of the century, consider this. All right, a couple more songs. I think I got it. What are we trying to get in here? All right, here we go. What do we want to do? For sure.
Sinking.
This is Cable 3.
Shoes I wear that dress. Oh, kiss me beneath the milky twilight. Lead me out on the moonlit floor. Lift your open hand, strike up the band and make the fireflies dance. Silver moon sparkling. So kiss me. Strike up the band and make the fireflies dance. Silver moon sparkling. So kiss me. Lift your open hand, strike up the band and make the fireflies dance. Silver moon sparkling. So kiss me. Okay, the next one I want to do, I haven't done this one in a week or two. It's going to be Sign, which is, you know, you think, I don't know, is it good as a karaoke song? I don't know. Is this the one we do? There's two of them. Find out. Yeah, I don't think we do this one. What was I think we do this one. Yeah. They're different. They're close. At least that one starts right away. Thank you. I don't know. Oh, wait. Also, why am I putting this on capo? Or capo? Okay, I think that's the key. We'll figure it out. Right? I don't know. life is demanding without understanding. I saw the sign, open up my eyes, I saw the sign. No one's gonna drag you up to get in the light where you belong. But where do you belong? Under the pale moon for so many years I've wondered who you are. How can a person like you bring me joy? Under the pale moon I see a lot of stars. Is enough enough? I saw the sign. Open up my eyes, I saw the sign. Life is demanding without understanding. I saw the sign. Open up my eyes, I saw the sign. No one's gonna drag you up to get in the light where you belong. But where do you belong? I saw the sign, opened up my mind, and I am happy now living without you. I've left you, oh, oh, oh. I saw the sign, opened up my eyes, I saw the sign. No one's gonna drag you up, get it in the light where you belong. I saw the sign. I saw the sign. Open up my eyes, I saw the sign. I like that song. I don't know if I just like it. All right. So we're going to skip Amy. No, we're not going to skip Amy. We're going to play Amy. I don't remember if it's capoed. I think it is. Right? Well, you know what? Let's do... yeah, Amy. Last song, I think, too. No, my voice, I was getting tired. I can see why you think you belong to me. Never try to make you think. Let you see one thing for yourself. Now you're off with someone else and I'm alone. See, I thought that I might keep you for my own. Amy, what you wanna do? I think I could stay with you for a while, maybe longer if I do. Don't you think time was right for us to find all the things we thought were proper could be right in time and we can't see which way we should turn together or alone. I can't never see what's right or what is wrong. Don't take too long to see what you wanna do. I think I could stay with you for a while, maybe longer if I do.
How you doing, Daily, by the way? Thanks for dropping in. Well, we had the stream broken into 2 parts today. That's a crazy little thing. Wait, do I have one more song in me? Definitely not that one. What is that key? It's actually kind of up here. Tried to ride just the other day. It's kind of up there, except I'm not going to play up there. Well. Let me see where this is. I don't think I know if I ever played this before. Maybe I could just sing along with it. Like sing it. Turned around just the other day, came to the world in usual way, but there were planes to catch, bills to pay. Learned to walk while I was away, and he was talking for I knew it as he grew. He said, I'm gonna be like you, Dad. No, you're gonna be like you. The cats in the carol and the silver spoon, little boy blue, man in the moon. When you're coming home and I don't know when, we'll get together then. You know we'll have a good time then. If I don't know the music, I won't play it. I think it is capoed up there. It's basically played like a mandolin. I just don't know what the chords are. This one I do know. Just yesterday morning, they let me know you were gone. Susan, the plans they made put an end to you. Walked out this morning and I wrote down this song. Just can't remember who to send it to. I've seen fire and I've seen rain. I've seen sunny days that I thought would never end. I've seen lonely times when I could not find a friend. But I'd always thought that I'd see you again. Won't you look down upon me, Jesus? You gotta help me make a stand. Just got to see me through another day. My body's aching, my time is at hand. I won't make it any other way. I've seen fire and I've seen rain. I've seen sunny days that I thought would never end. I've seen lonely times when I could not find a friend. But I'd always thought that I'd see you again. Been walking my mind to an easy time, my back turned towards the sun. Lord knows when the cold wind blows, it'll turn your head around.
And there's hours of time on the telephone line. Talk about things to come. Sweet dreams and flying sheaves and pieces on the ground. Oh, I've seen fire and I've seen rain. I've seen sunny days that I thought would never end. I've seen lonely times when I could not find a friend. But I'd always thought that I'd see you, baby, one more time again now. Thought I'd see you one more time again. There's just a few things coming my way this time around me now. Thought I'd see you, flying away now. La la la, la 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 la. La 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 la.
I like that one too. Is there anything else I want to do? I can do this one too, right?
Something in the way she moves looks my way or calls my name. It seems to leave this troubled world behind. If I'm feeling down and blue, troubled by some foolish game, she always seems to make me change my mind. I feel fine anytime she's around me now. She's around me now, almost all the time. If well, you can tell that she's been with me now. She's been with me now quite a long time, and I feel fine. Every now and then the things I lean on lose their meaning, and I find myself careening in the places where I should not let me go. She has the power to go, no one else will find me. Yes, and to silently remind me the happiness, good times that I've known. Notice there just got to go now. Isn't what she's got to say, how she thinks or where she's been. To me the words are nice the way they sound. Just to hear them best that way. Doesn't much matter what they mean. She says them mostly just to calm me down. And I feel fine anytime she's around me now. She's around me now, almost all the time. And if I'm well, you can tell that she's been with me now. She's been with me now quite a long, long time. Yes, and I feel fine.
Thank you so much, LP. Come on by the next time. Now, that's going to be it for today. I had a really good time. I always have a good time. If I didn't have a good time, I would not continue to do this week after week. Do 4 times a week. Monday, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I like to say sometimes Wednesday. Today is Monday. I got to go back to work tomorrow. It was a holiday today. But definitely not tomorrow. Maybe Wednesday's not looking likely. Friday will be the next stream. By all means, it'll be very similar to today's stream. So if you like today's stream, it's going to be almost, we'll be flying different planes to a different location. The second half of the musical part of the stream, I'm going to lug my piano in, not that one, but my other piano in. It's going to be Ken's Piano Lounge, which is a whole nother vibe than the musical, but it's still a musical segment. So that's going to be, I'm going to have to say, we're going to have to hold out till Friday for the next stream. By the way, if you really want to see more streams and see what I mean about, all my streams are about the same, I got hundreds and hundreds of VODs, and they're on YouTube. Most of them are on YouTube. I have like 50 of them on Twitch if you want to see. Anyway, well, thank you so much for stopping by and your very kind comments. It's always nice when somebody's providing feedback, but even if you weren't there, I'd still be doing it anyway. By the way, people are like, why do you stream so much? Nobody's watching. Actually, most of the people who watch me are watching me after the fact on YouTube. They don't have time to necessarily come right when I'm performing, but they like watching me, so they just watch the VODs on YouTube, and sometimes they leave a comment. But I get like 40, 50, 100 views on YouTube over the following week. So thank you so much. Sexy, it is a sexy act. I am a cool and fruity dude. All right. Anyway, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. It's always fun to have people give feedback. I'm not the best singer in the world. I'm not the worst. I'm not the best guitar player in the world. I'm not the best piano player in the world. But that's okay because I'm not a professional any one of those. I'm a professional software engineer. So you know what I mean? It's okay. It's just it's kind of a hobby, but it's also I really like to express myself with music. It's very good for my mental health, and I think anybody's mental health to play a musical instrument, to really learn it, to get into it, to spend 20, 30, 40 years trying to get good at it. And by the way, if you spent as long as I had trying to learn this thing and only be as good as me, you'd be pissed off. You'd be like, why aren't I as good as Slash at this point after playing all this time? Because Slash was was good already by the time he picked up a guitar. Anyway, all right. See you guys next time. I'm going to run my little outro. And, it's also about the same time. Exactly. I'm having a great time. It's also about the same time. I don't know where you are or in the world. You could be anywhere in the world. But I'm here in the Pacific time zone in California. So I started around 11:30 a.m. I like to be consistent that way. That way people can predict. They don't have to look for a schedule. They can just go, whatever time, translate it to your time zone. Whatever it is. If it's a Monday it's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or Monday, maybe Wednesday, I'll be streaming. I'd love to see you guys come back and say hi. So I'll see you next time.